Hey there, Aries. I hope you guys are doing great. This is a general reading for you. It's a mix of oracle and tarot cards. This reading is being done in June 2024, so it's for this time moving forward. I also want to consider this as a timeless reading, so whenever you find it and the messages resonate, maybe they're for you, okay? Thank you all so much for your time and being here with me. Thank you for those of you who donate to my channel. I very much appreciate it. It does help me and my little kitties. And for those who have ordered personal readings, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And yeah, feel free to like this video if you're so inclined. Okay, show me energy for Aries, please. New life. New life. Self-acceptance in reverse. Patience. Happiness. And one from the Denied Shadow Oracle. Complacency. Someone is becoming a little too comfortable. Okay. So, Aries, it feels here that you guys are changing. There's a lot changing in your life here, Aries. I feel here that you're going to be experiencing a shift in your connections, and these don't just have to be love relationships. It can be any type of connection with another human being, but it's something where it's like you are going to be experiencing something that is highly, I want to say healthy. I want to say it's a connection that is healthy for you. It's a connection that challenges any type of stagnancy that you've been experiencing here. I feel that there's a process of patience in how this has come about. But what it does also feel like here, Aries, is that you are going to need to feel comfortable within it. You are going to need to look within yourself where maybe you feel like you're a miss, or maybe you feel like you don't deserve something, or where maybe you feel like your body isn't what you want it to be, so you take care of that. Most Aries are pretty good about that, but maybe this is asking you to be present in how you feel about your inner world, how you feel about your physical body, right? And so happiness is coming through big time, but I feel like some of you may be blocking, or well, I don't want to say blocking it, but some of you may be resistant to it because you don't feel good about yourself or don't feel good in your own skin. Maybe you feel like you don't deserve things, with complacency here. Maybe there's a situation or maybe a mindset in your life where you've gotten very comfortable thinking that way or feeling like things won't change. And here it's almost as if like things show up in a very like, wait a minute, what? It's like, why? How did that show up like this? It's kind of like a gift. And so it asks for you to be prepared for a very considerable shift in your life experience now, especially when it's coming through regarding partners. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic entirely, or maybe a family or a friend or something like that. But there's something here where it's a breath of fresh air, and it's almost as if like little, when you're around somebody, or maybe you are this person in somebody's life, but it feels kind of magical. It's like the nice things, the magical things kind of just happen. There's just like a synergy that happens. That's the energy that's coming through here, Aries. And I feel that that's something that's very healing for you, because maybe you haven't experienced that before, and maybe you get to be this for somebody here, but there's an element of the self-acceptance that needs to be embraced here, just because it's almost as if like we have had a very a very almost like avoidant time with it. It's not wanting to look at certain things about ourselves, or we don't feel good about certain things, so we kind of like just shove them away. Here it's asking for you to clean it up. It's asking for you to wipe down the mirror and look into it again through a fresh lens, like look into a clean mirror, maybe the smudginess and the lipstick stains and the, where we're brushing our teeth, all that gunk that splashed up on the mirror, it's like it's clouded your vision of who you actually are. Look at that. Look at that. Wipe away the debris and look at it. There's patience within it, but also an acceptance that helps you join in happiness. It helps you accept yourself. And these readings are not necessarily geared towards like relationship and love readings, but if there's a feeling that I'm showing up with, that's what I'm going to share with you. You have the Knight of Wands here, the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some of you may be connecting to a fire sign, another fire sign, or maybe this is your energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this energy is one of seizing the moment. It's one of taking the opportunities that life presents you in the moment and saying yes. It's a go energy. It's also kind of that Fool energy as well, which is your energy as well as the Emperor, but like taking charge of the unexplored areas of your life, taking charge within the uncertainty and allowing that uncertainty to become in view, in full focus. And there's a patience with that. There's a patience within that process, but it leads to a fair amount of happiness. I feel here, Aries, that there's somebody that is here for the exchange. There's somebody that is here for it's like they accept the role of this partnership. This is interesting. And for some of you, if you're already in partnerships, there's a way that you change your experience here. And maybe this is a sign for you guys to get out of a rut within your relationship, get out of a rut, because you have a partnership that's with the two little dolphins here with happiness. Dolphins represent soulmates in tarot, in a lot of these oracle energies. They represent two beings that are akin to one another, that are supposed to be in one another's experience in life. They're partnered, right? Here, Aries, it feels like you have the opportunity to enter into a connection that is to be partnered, to be a partner with somebody here, whether that's love, friendship, a work situation, whatever it may be. It's asking for you to be open to it, because it's starting to show up in your life probably pretty quickly. Okay, you have one on the floor as well. You've got the Ten of Wands coming out here with self-acceptance. And you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse for this as well. So, yeah, bottom of the deck with that healing with the Four of Swords. It's being introspective here with the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands. This is about oppression, but when we have it paired with self-acceptance, it's one where that lack of ability to accept oneself in whatever way it is, physical, mental, whatever it is, it's eaten at you for too long. It's robbed you of opportunities. It's made you feel like you were defeated. It's caused you to not feel abundant in certain areas in your life, you know. It's asking for you to take time for that. It's asking for you to be available to look at yourself deeply and through a lens of acceptance and self-awareness and say, I'm fucking beautiful. I'm fucking important. I matter. My energy is worthwhile and I matter. Somewhere in my life I was told that I don't show up, or I don't matter, I don't deserve, I don't feel right about myself, I don't. And there's an energy where it's like, no, get in that mirror, get your cleaner and wipe that mirror down and look at yourself again. And look at yourself again and keep wiping it down until you can look at yourself with a clarity that is truth, that is acceptance, that is awareness. You know, sometimes like so I did this actually. I would I would stop, I would look in the mirror when I was going to the bathroom or like whatever in the morning, first thing in the morning, and I'd look at it and I'd be like, I love you. And it was like barf worthy. Like I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't take it seriously, and it actually like enraged me at times. I was like, oh my fucking god, I don't though, I hate you. And I was like, wait a minute, what you do? Like I had to look at that and be like, why? I'm a nice person. Like why am I like being so hateful to myself? And and it hurt. It hurt for me to look at that and be like, why do I hate myself? Why am I so angry with myself? What about me do I not accept? And so I do it every single time I would enter into that bathroom or any mirror. I would say, I love you. I love you. And it was something that took me about 6 months to just say it comfortably without cringing and wanting to throw up. And then one day I was in the kitchen and I joke with myself constantly. I have conversations with myself. And I was laughing about some morbid, weirdo, macabre thing. And I was like, oh my God, Isel, I love you. My name is Isel, by the way. I was like, I love you, Isel. And it dawned on me, I'm like, I do love me. I love my humor. I love my weirdness. I love who I am. I love myself. Holy shit. So it doesn't happen overnight. But when I had that awareness and that self-awareness of loving, I was like, oh my God, I deserve so much better. And it like translated in different areas of my experience, Aries. So it brought healing. And so here it's almost as if like we have this opportunity to really give back to ourselves where we've been in a deficit. And by doing that, you bring life to your life. Like you bring light to your life. You bring experience through wisdom, you know, wisdom through experience, however it is, but it translates in change in your life for the positive. And it also translates in how you show up in your relationships. Because if somebody showed, like, if you were going to date somebody and they didn't like themselves, would you want to date them? Honest question. Would you want to date that person if they were like, I don't like myself, I don't think I'm worth it, blah, blah, blah. Would you want to actively date that? Maybe some of you are into like saving people, and so you'd be like, no, 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 I think you're wonderful, blah, blah, blah. But if somebody doesn't believe that about themselves, no matter how much you love somebody or no matter how much energy you pour into them, it doesn't do anything because they don't see it. Here, it's asking for you to be very clear about how you view yourself, how you allow love into your life, and that starts with you, how you accept yourself. Look into that. Make it a study, a personal study, but make it a study. Make it deep and meaningful because it's going to translate in your relationships. And here it feels like you have something that's really coming into your life that's going to be very healthy. And if you're projecting onto it certain things, it's going to taint that. Okay? So you have Justice in reverse and you have the Chariot here. Cancerian energy, Libra energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. The Queen of Swords. Patience, though. Some of you, this is literally just a matter of like accepting what has been unfair in your life and seeing that it's unfair, but I'm not going to like hold on to it being unfair. I'm just going to allow it to move through because I can't control it. The things that I perceive in my life as unfair, sure, I can like be affected by them and it's just not fair. Yeah, life isn't fair, Buttercup. Keep moving. It's literally okay to keep moving. If you see something that isn't fair and it's been unfair that way for so much of your life, stop entertaining it. Stop attracting things that are unfair to you. It's literally within your power. Literally within your power. And with the chariot here, it's asking for you to be very clear about how you entangle yourself within feelings, how you entangle yourself to life just isn't fair. How come I didn't like get born looking like that? How come they have more of a nice childhood than I do? How come, it's this is not an experience of comparisons. You can do that all the time. If you want to compare yourself to everybody, that's fine. But they also don't get to live your life and your experiences, and you have gems and gold within yourself that these people that you compare yourself to would never have. So everybody is blessed in different ways. We just have to also accept those blessings and see them for what they are. And the little ugly parts that we don't accept, it's time to give them a shine. It's time to give them some love and accept them, because that's the only way that we get our emotions and our head straight so we can move forward here. And that is a patient process, but it's something that is pays off in the end. It pays off so well in the end. Here with the Queen of Swords, it's asking for you to separate yourself from the emotions of it and look at it through a logical lens. Look at it through a lens of fairness here. New life. Do you want a new life? Because it feels like you have somebody that's entering your life right now, Aries, or somebody that's in your life, that things can be very good. And how we accept ourselves will play out in a lot of weird, wacko ways. And we just want to be very mindful of that, okay? So be aware of how you move this forward. You have the sun flying out for happiness. I mean, you literally have the two happiest cards in the deck, the Chariot and the Sun here. The Sun is all about self-awareness. It's about healing the inner child. It's about going deeply within so we can unearth what is rightfully ours and who we rightfully can be. It's an inner voyage. It's an inner voyage. And I feel here too, a lot of you have a weird blame game that you play with yourself as well. And it's not winning you anything. It distances you from yourself. Some of you blame yourself for a lot of things that may have been out of your control. And some of you, they've been in your control, but they're done. They're of the past. So you must make peace with them. You must make peace with them. Anytime you feel like you're starting to create a distance within yourself, or you're starting to talk down to yourself, or that inner commenter, the little monkey mind won't shut up and it's like tearing you down, you must reject it. You must reject it. Consider it a sad little child that needs a warm glass of milk and you put it to bed. Okay? Because there you give it acceptance. I hear you. I know that you're crying out for something. Let me comfort you. And we're going to put you to bed because that's where you need to be. Right? So there's something beautiful coming into your life right now, Aries. And I feel like, it's through a relationship, it feels. You have the Five of Swords coming through here with complacency and the Star card. Yeah, and the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This is the energy I've been picking up the whole time. It's like going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Like, wait a minute, what? This situation is in my life now? It's in my life now. Okay. Here, it's interesting because it's like we have complacency with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords talks about self-sabotory behavior. It talks about being comfortable with situations that don't get anybody anywhere, especially ourselves. It's about tearing ourselves down, being in situations that tear us down, tear others down, But here with the Star, it's all about healing. It's all about addressing these things that have been dormant, but also been at the helm of how we function. It's asking for us to be a better person and show up for ourselves, because you're going to be required to show up for a connection here that is, it's good. So be good within it, within yourself. Either way, though, you've got something really beautiful coming here, Aries. And if you're already partnered, work on your connection, work on how you feel about yourself, because things are changing very quickly, okay? Absolutely. Yeah, this is what I have for you guys. I hope this is helpful. Feel free to like the video if it resonated or however, okay? Take care. Bye.